First tonight at 6, an East Side deli is targeted and damaged. Upwards of 70 BB pellets fired at the business. New information tonight about the double shooting in Beloit. Police identify the person of interest. And later, caught on camera. Police are investigating a break-in at an area humane society.
This is News 3 at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight. It is the talk of the town in the Atwood community. Stalzy's windows and delivery truck windows defaced with bullet holes. There are no leads as to who may have done this, but police are asking for your help to figure out who did it. Jamie Perez gives us a look at the damage, and she joins us now live in the studio with those details.
Right, well, imagine finding your restaurant first thing in the morning damaged with bullet holes. Well, that's exactly what Corbin Reynolds walked into Wednesday morning, a situation he says was a bit scary.
First few windows here, there's just a couple marks, but then as we move along, you see that the sign was shown a little bit more attention than the other windows. And that's essentially it for the face of the property, the front of the building. The front entrance, windows and doors, everything was left intact, thankfully. But they decided to spend a little extra time on these two windows in particular. Looks like everything was from fairly close range, just judging by the marks.
This is how Corbin Reynolds started his day Wednesday morning.
It was a little scary, honestly, and then as we thought about it, you kind of, recollect, you go through your thoughts and think, who could we have upset? Is this a personal attack? Is it just random vandalism?
As if the windows weren't bad enough, when he got into the delivery truck to make his first bread delivery of the day, he noticed even more damage.
It's concerning. It's especially now, I think it's time to look out for one another and just look out for the community that you live in and that you love.
He says they have no choice but to keep driving it so he can keep on making regular deliveries.
We're driving it right now. We arranged to get the windshield fixed on Monday morning, but for the remainder of the week, we'll be doing our deliveries in this vehicle.
But he continues to carry on, especially with the support the community has shown after an act of vandalism on their beloved neighborhood deli.
This is why this is the best neighborhood in the city, in my opinion. The outpour of support and encouragement and love that we've been shown just over the past 24 hours has been remarkable.
If you have any information on who might have done this, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers. Their phone number is 608-266-6014.
Jamie, thank you. In Rock County, police in Beloit are still searching for the man suspected of shooting two people yesterday afternoon. 20-year-old D'Angelo Thomas is the man police are looking for right now. They believe he shot a 41-year-old and a 15-year-old around 4 p.m. Both are in the hospital. Police are asking for help from the community to get Thomas into custody.
We've been collaborating with Rockford Police Department, with our Illinois partners and other Wisconsin partners to get as much information that we can to locate and arrest Mr. Thomas.
Police say they are looking for D'Angelo Thomas in both Wisconsin and Illinois. Janesville police are looking for the person who broke into the Humane Society of Southern Wisconsin overnight. Employees say no pets were hurt, but they'll need to order a new front door and do some other repairs. If anyone wants to help cover some of the repair costs, you can send or drop off a donation at the shelter. It is day 4 of a Middleton murder trial. John Hammond is charged with the April 2017 homicide of his elderly landlord, Agnes Bram, in her University Avenue home. Among those who testified today is a forensics expert with the Department of Justice. He says that the blood evidence found in the house suggests Bram's body had been moved from the inside of the house and into the garage where she was found by investigators.
So I'm seeing the swipe marks of what I would presume to be the body being dragged from the laundry room area, down the hall, through the doorway, down the steps, and then deposited on the floor of the garage.
Bram, who was 82 years old, died after being hit multiple times on the head. Hammond faces a first-degree intentional homicide charge. The trial is expected to last at least through the end of the week. We're also learning more tonight about the deadly crash along I-90 yesterday in Juneau County. It involved 3 semi-trucks, 2 SUVs, and a motorcycle. Today, State Patrol says one of the semi drivers, a 64-year-old from Linden Station, was killed, as well as a 60-year-old motorcyclist. One of the trucks blew up and caught fire. Officials estimate more than 6,000 gallons of diesel fuel spilled at the scene. The interstate reopened around 12 hours after the crash. Let's get a look at your forecast now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti in the Weather Center. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Charlotte. We've had some sunshine this afternoon across much of south central Wisconsin, at least from Madison southward. North of Madison, there was a little more cloud cover and temperatures have been a little cooler, but even those clouds are starting to break up to the north of town. Now, as temperatures get closer to the dew point, we'll probably see some patchy areas of fog form overnight and maybe even see a little more cloud cover. Doppler track shows the showers and thunderstorms that moved through here last night are now out across Michigan and Indiana and moving away from us. We should see dry weather for tomorrow and probably Saturday as well. Low temperatures this morning started out right around 60 here in Madison, a little cooler to our north and west, a little warmer to the east of Madison. High temperatures so far today generally in the middle 70s, although Camp Douglas only made it up to 68 because they were socked underneath cloud cover much of the day. To the south, it was as warm as 81 in Janesville and 80 in Milwaukee. Current temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s through much of southern Wisconsin, and dew point temperatures are right around 60. Again, as temperatures get close to that point, we'll probably see some areas of fog and some clouds form overnight. So look for some patchy fog to form late tonight with low temperature in the middle 50s. For tomorrow, look for skies to turn partly sunny. It'll be a little milder with high temperatures near 80 degrees. That's your first alert forecast.
Thank you, Gary. We know it can be tough to catch our Call for Action volunteers over the lunch hour, so there's a special opportunity to reach them tonight. The phone lines are open right now for you to call in and see if they can help you with a consumer problem. They've helped with hundreds already. Leah Lynchide is in the newsroom with one of those success stories. Hi, Leah.
Well, hi there. You might be familiar with our Call for Action program here at News 3. We have volunteers, several of them behind me staying late tonight, who graciously donate their time and some pretty specific skill sets to mediate on your behalf with a company that just isn't giving you the time of day. Normally, you can give us a call during lunch hours on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But they're here late today, taking your calls right now. Did you just hear the phone ring? Until 7, that number to call right there on your screen at 608-270-2833. Now, the issues we can help with, they run the gamut. Here's one we recently solved. Michael Pochner is from Lone Rock. Like lots of us, he pays his cell phone bill online. It's around $90 usually. This summer, though, he accidentally moved the decimal point and made it $9,000. Now, the company wasn't willing to help right away.
For July, they sent me a bill. They took off my July bill from the $9,000. I said, no, I don't want you guys doing this. It would take a lifetime to use up $9,000, and I want my money back.
Michael called his cell phone company for a month or more straight with no straight answer. Until, that is, Call for Action volunteers got involved. That's when he finally received his check back for that $9,000. Now, we love stories like that, and we want to create more success stories like Michael. So give us a call tonight between 5 and 7. Again, that phone number, it's 608-270-2833. Give us a call. Charlotte?
Keep those phones ringing, Leah. Thank you. More to come tonight. Just 12 days left until the primary election in Wisconsin, and we are asking the candidates where they stand on important issues in our state. We'll hear about Foxconn when we come back. Welcome back. With just 12 days left until the primary election in Wisconsin, News 3 is asking candidates where they stand on important issues. The Democrats running for governor come from different parts of the state and have different levels of experience. Rose Schmidt sat down with all 8 of them, and she joins us with today's focus, job growth and the economy. Rose?
Charlotte, one of the most controversial deals in our state centers around the Taiwanese company Foxconn building a plant in Racine County. Foxconn is a deal championed by Governor Scott Walker. On News 3 at 5, you heard from 4 candidates about where they stand on that deal, as well as other issues affecting our economy. Now, here are responses from the other half.
What we can do is renegotiate some of the side deals that Walker made with them that, frankly, don't make any sense. We need to have environmental protection.
I think we need to use a wide variety of tools to address it, including potentially litigation, including using the Great Lakes Compact, and including using the power of the governor's office and the administrative agencies to enforce our laws for clean air and clean water.
We've got a signed agreement with this company, but we're going to have to demand renegotiation of terms to protect taxpayers as well as wetlands and Great Lakes water.
You stop the funding and you say to them, you've got a choice. You can come back and talk about renegotiating and having a reasonable arrangement, or you can sue us.
It's a living wage for every worker, health care for all, debt-free education for young people, high-speed internet everywhere. Those investments will generate economic activity and prosperity from the ground up.
So what do you do to build a great economy? First thing you do is you wire the entire state with high-speed internet.
We have to make sure we don't lose the tens of thousands that we lose every year, millennials to this state. We need to have an economic development strategy that is regional and localized in nature.
And we need to address issues like health care, secure retirement, paid family leave, student debt, if we want Wisconsin to be a place that younger families want to move in.
Governor Walker signed a bill earlier this year creating a $6.8 million ad campaign to attract young workers to our state. You can read responses from all 8 Democrats, including where they stand on raising the minimum wage, on our website, channel3000.com. And tomorrow on News 3, we'll tell you where the candidates stand on gun violence and school safety.
Looking forward to that. Rose Schmidt reporting tonight. Rose, thank you. Still to come tonight, it is the first day of actual practice at Camp Randall for the Badgers. And we are in the middle of a sales tax holiday, but is it actually beneficial? We'll take a closer look when we come back.
And in weather, look for skies to be partly sunny for tomorrow with high temperatures around 80. We'll go up about 10 degrees to around 90 by the time we hit Saturday. I'll take a look at a warm weekend forecast in our first alert forecast in a few minutes.
We are in the middle of Wisconsin's first ever sales tax holiday for back to school supplies. From now until Sunday night, you can buy school supplies and clothes for $75 or less, as well as computers that are $750 or less, and not pay sales tax. Tonight on News 3 at 10, we'll take a closer look at whether you're actually saving money with this holiday and whether businesses will benefit as well.
I think people should be really kind of aware of are they really getting the best prices at that time frame, and what's the actual discount amount? So like in the state of Wisconsin, 5% is pretty much what we're dealing with in most areas, depending on your municipality's local tax laws.
This 5-day sales tax holiday was created under a bill that Governor Walker signed in April. It is costing the state roughly $15 million. Wisconsin joins more than a dozen other states in having these types of sales tax-free holidays. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi is here now with a look at your forecast.
Well, temperatures are still going to be pretty comfortable for tomorrow, but they're going to take a jump up, especially as we head into the weekend. Look for high temperatures around 90 for Saturday and probably in the mid to upper 80s for Sunday. On visible cloud track, we were expecting the clouds to hang in for much of the day. In areas north of Madison, they did. South of Madison, there was a little surge of drier air here that broke up the clouds and allowed temperatures to warm up a little bit more than forecast. Now to the west, you can see the clouds had thinned out a little bit, but there's enough moisture around that we probably will see some areas of fog form overnight, as well as a little more cloudiness. So I'm going with a mostly cloudy forecast for tonight. The showers and thunderstorms we had from yesterday pushed off into the east into parts of Michigan and Indiana. Here in southern Wisconsin, a little area from west of Madison through around Lone Rock and right along the Wisconsin River picked up between about a ½ inch and an inch of rain in those heavier showers and thunderstorms. Elsewhere, most areas picked up less than a ½ inch of rain, but just about everybody got some rain. And as we look at visibilities, you can see not a problem, maybe a little bit of light fog trying to form over southwestern Wisconsin. Probably see some patchy fog form later on tonight. Live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville shows the sunshine mixed in with the clouds there. Same thing from the WISC Skycam looking off in an easterly direction. Edgewater Skycam in downtown Madison showing partly sunny skies over the Capitol. As we check out the almanac for today, the high temperature made it up to 75 degrees, about 3 degrees warmer than forecast. Low temperature 61 degrees. So the low temperature right where we should be. High temperature a little bit below average. Right now we're at 75. Skies are partly sunny. Winds are out of the north at 6 miles per hour. The humidity at 62%, the dew point temperature at 61. As temperatures get close to that dew point, we'll probably see some patchy fog form overnight. Current temperatures are only in the mid to upper 60s through much of northern Wisconsin, where the cloud cover is a little bit thicker. Here in the southern parts of the state, temperatures mainly in the mid to upper 70s. A few places did touch the 80-degree mark today. On weather track, you can see that area of low clouds giving way to some sunshine, at least over southwestern Wisconsin. A little bit of dry air coming in from the north and west will eventually break up those clouds a little bit more as we head into tomorrow. More showers and thunderstorms in the eastern part of the country, many areas under flash flood watches. Out west, a few thunderstorms in the mountains, but you can see the dry air up in the northern part of the United States. A lot of that area under red flag warnings for the possibility for high dangers of wildfire. And the heat is also building out there as well. The cold front that came through yesterday has cooled our temperatures off a bit, but it turns into a warm front out to the west. So you can see on the other side of that warm front, those temperatures jump right back up to around 90 degrees. The warm front will probably reach us late tomorrow afternoon. By Saturday, we'll look for high temperatures right around 90. Dew point temperatures not terribly high right now, 50s and 60s, but notice even right along that warm front, those dew points creeping back up into the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. So on future track, we'll see that the winds will gradually start to shift around to a southerly direction as we head, especially from tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. By Saturday, thunderstorms will be developing out to the west of us with that warm southerly wind flow push temperatures up to around 90 on Saturday. Now on Sunday, we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms to our north and west. Best chances will be late in the afternoon into Sunday night, and then that will keep threat for thunderstorms on Monday and also drop temperatures a bit. Our forecast for tonight calls for partly or mostly cloudy skies. It'll be cooler, some patchy fog late with a low of 54. Tomorrow, partly sunny, very mild, high temperature up around 79 degrees. On future track, you can see those clouds lingering for much of the night, and there'll be some patchy areas of fog as well with lows in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, we turn partly sunny with high temperatures right around the 80-degree mark. Tomorrow night will be partly cloudy, but those mild southerly winds will keep temperatures in the mid-60s. And on Saturday, look for high temperatures, upper 80s to the lower 90s of the heat index values, somewhere in the mid to upper 90s. 7 to 10-day forecast, temperatures turn a little cooler after the showers and thunderstorms Sunday afternoon into Sunday night and Monday, but we'll still be around 80 for much of next week.
The Badger football team hits the field for day one of fall camp, and Jerry Kramer is 48 hours away from reaching football immortality. We'll hear from the Hall of Famer next.
Hi, I'm Michelle Carolla. Tonight on the news at 9, a 70-year-old softball player is in a league of her own tonight. We're going to tell you why and bring you her story. It's first on Fox at 9.
The book on both of Wisconsin's front lines is that the pieces shift, but the results stay the same. This week, the Badgers break camp with a handful of new faces in new places. First day of actual practice at Camp Randall, where pieces started to move. Offensive lineman John Dietzon's moving from guard to tackle, a move that appears to be seamless, but Coach Chris reminded us that we don't know much because it's only August 2nd.
Feel good about him going there and certainly where he's at, knowledge base and all that. I think it's good for our group, but you know, it's one day and really, you know, for the O-line, D-line, the interaction was 12 plays and some one-on-ones. Not much.
It'll be tough for running back Jonathan Taylor to improve on his freshman season, pushing the depth chart aside, racking up 1,977 yards and 13 touchdowns. Taylor didn't have any problems handling early success, and he plans to use last year as a building block for his sophomore year.
You look at what got you to where you were last year, and then you just try to recreate that formula, but raise the bar a little bit higher because, you know, what you did last year got to you where you were. But if you want to take that next step, then, you know, you have to find a way to get better in this area, get better in that area to raise the bar to get where you need to go.
Former Packers offensive lineman Jerry Kramer finally gets to live his Hall of Fame dream this weekend. For years, he was considered the best player not in the Hall, but that changes Saturday in Canton, Ohio. Kramer, who paved the way for Bart Starr, Jim Taylor, and others, is having his daughter Alicia induct him. But Jerry is still in awe of this whole thing, that he actually has a spot in Canton at the Hall of Fame.
You know, sometimes I get a glimpse of it that seems real. You look for adjectives, you look for superlatives, and you run out. Fantastic, sensational, unbelievable, off the charts. All those things don't quite explain it. You have supercalifragilisticexpialidocious might get it.
Never change, Jerry. In the I hope this makes you feel better, but there's no chance it will make you feel better category, NFL official Pete Morelli said today that Anthony Barr's hit that ended Aaron Rodgers' 27 season would be a penalty this season. The emphasis will be on the defensive players not putting their entire body weight on quarterbacks when they make hits. What's a tackle? Nobody knows. Brewers working late again last night, 4-4 in the 8th. Mike Moustakas. Moose, not normally known for their athleticism, but there you go. Saves 3 runs on a 5-3 put out in the 8th, but in the bottom of the 10th, one on Yasmani Grandal had 1 homer earlier in the game. 2 home runs is better than 1. Taking Matt Albers deep. Dodgers win 6-4. Series finale tonight just after 9 o'clock. And we think it's on. We think. ESPN talking head Mike Greenberg says Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson are set for one-on-one winner-take-all match in November. The place, Shadow Creek in Las Vegas. The prize, $10 million. The events will be the Friday or Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend. Canalti, what are you doing November? $10 million? Golf?
Probably working.
Winner take
Sorry.
all.
Good call. I'm not going to be golfing then. But we are looking for some warmer weather as we head toward the weekend. Look for current temperatures that are in the mid-70s to climb to around 80 for tomorrow, and then get even warmer for Saturday. High of 79 tomorrow, 90 on Saturday. Have an alert day in the forecast for high heat and humidity. You could be looking at heat index values somewhere between about 93 and 98 degrees. Sunday still very warm and humid, highs in the mid-80s, but some showers and thunderstorms Sunday afternoon into Sunday night, and Monday will cool us back down to the lower 80s, and that's where we'll stay for next week. So that looks pretty comfortable. There will be some chances for thunderstorms. Most of the time it'll be dry though.
Thank you, Gary, and thank you for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10 o'clock.
Download the new Channel 3000 app and get alerted on your mobile device the minute news breaks. Wherever you go, be the first to know with Channel 3000.